Hello, welcome to the Real Internet Come Forth YouTube channel. My name is Internet Smith and I am your author. Remember to get your books, people. Some of them are on sale at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Google, Apple iTunes, Walmart.com, Target.com, Books A Million, Kobo, Indigo, and Tails. All of them come in paperback and digital version. Get your copies today. Do not forget about my new book release, My Jesus Experience, Our Journey. It also comes with its own bookmark. Do not forget that we are in the Behind the Scene book series. We're reading from volume number 2. It comes with its own bookmark. Do not forget that it is a single, 5-part single. You buy any of the 4 of the 5 books, I will give you the 5th book for free. Send me proof that you have purchased any of my products, and I will get your bookmarks and your loyalty cards out to you. Okay? You need your loyalty card to get your free book. We are reading from After the Pain, My Relationship with Men, Having Multiple Encounters and No Real Intimacy, Suffering in Silence, okay? Having Good Desires at the Wrong Time for the Wrong People. All right, we're going to read from chapter 6, and it is titled, The Danger of Overlooking Red Flags and Not Listening to Others. This is age 19, and this is 1995. Now, by this time, I was a full-blown drug addict in denial. I thought my drug addiction wasn't bad because I could afford to smoke 3 or 4 8 balls of crack cocaine a day and still be home with my children. But I was under deception. I was just in the house tweaking all day long, paranoid, scared to leave my house, and I didn't for months. My children's fathers didn't know what to do for me. He just stopped beating me once he saw how bad off I was. He began to be home more and care for the children. In my mind, I was saying it's about time I get a break and be left alone. I really believe I had some type of nervous breakdown or something because of all the trauma, and it was hitting me all at once. All I know is I don't feel anything emotional, nor do I care or worry about anything because I'm getting high daily. I really see how drug addicts are detached from their emotions. Stop expecting them to feel your pain or hear your heart. You feel your love. They don't. We don't. Not in this state of mind. People, I am telling you the truth. I don't know why God has me talking about this now, but listen to me. If you have a family member or loved one on drugs of any kind and you keep talking to them, fussing, cussing, they're not changing. This is why. They do not hear you at all. Their mind is far from you and themselves. I have been their people for many years. This is how I know what I'm talking about. And if they have been in any type of abusive relationship, bully, beating, or rejection, or outcast, they're already emotionally detached from reality. This is a coping mechanism. Until they turn to drugs or alcohol. That is a common outlet, or cutting themselves. Self-destructive behaviors, sex addictions, prostitution, overeating, undereating, suicide. All these acts stem from a deep emotional wound not being properly addressed or dealt with over a period of time. Do we all suffer from emotional hurts? Yes, we do. And we are all have different methods of coping with hurt, stress, and rejection, all silent killers. The danger of overlooking red flags. I had this system built into me, or I developed it. Because of my own personal rejection, I endured to overlook red flags and give people the benefit of the doubt always in all situations. Because I wasn't believed from my childhood up, I always would believe people and assume the worst because I was deemed unworthy and less than, and I esteemed others high in all cases. It did not matter if you were a saint or a sinner. You had good in you somewhere, and you just needed someone to love you to bring it out. This is how I live my life. I always tell people I love them to this very day. I am this way because everyone does not hear those words, and I want everyone to know that they are loved. God loves them. If no one says I love you, you will never know or feel like you are loved or worthy to be loved. I started this with my babies. I always told them I loved them so they would say it back to me so I would feel and receive love. My lack of acceptance spilled over in every area of my life and became a dysfunction I operated in all my life. Even when I would clearly see that people were evil or meant me no good, I would say, well, who am I to deny them love? Or I would think of the times when I was rejected and overlooked and be moved with compassion because I had lacked health, wealth, and wholeness in my life. And I would settle for crumbs because I thought that it was all I deserved and that I was going to receive. I overlooked many red flags in my life that almost cost me my life, my children's life, and my family too. Because I was broken inside and had given up, I would not speak up or fight anyone until the pressure got so great that I would snap. At this point, it's too late. The damage has already been done and the people are long gone. Now I am left with guilt, shame, and anger that will lead me to a room of depression where I live most of my life in the privacy of my home. Oh, I know how to smile and live life on the daily basis and have my hurts, failures, low self-esteem very well. Hiding my true feeling was what I believe I met was Hiding my true feelings was what I became to master in all of the years. I suffered in silence, and because I never let anyone close to me, no one knew how I truly felt. The danger of not listening to others. Because I would not listen to others, I got hurt repeatedly, time after time. My mindset and thinking was, I don't allow anyone to tell me how to feel about anyone, or who to befriend or trust. Everyone has their likes and dislikes. I don't pick your friends or mates, so don't pick mine. Excuse me. If I chose someone and it didn't turn out the way that I think or it should have, I take full responsibility for my actions. But what I won't take responsibility for is you trying to control my life or my decisions. If you insist on trying to control my decisions, I will rebel and I will not be nice. I will begin to do things out of spite, revenge, or anger because I think you're trying to control me. And I hate to be controlled. Remember, I had to fight for my freedom and rights from my children's father. And once I gained control over my own life, I dare not let anyone else capture me again. So this is why I don't listen to others or allow them to guide my decisions or thoughts. This is the way of thinking that caused me more harm than being controlled for over 20 years by my children's father. Because I realized even though he abused his authority over me, he was correct 80% of his teaching toward me. He knew people, he knew life, and I didn't. And because I was defiant, headstrong, strong-willed, and rebellious, I learned the hard way because I refused to listen. I hated authority and anyone that tried to bring order and correction into my life. I fought and fought hard and paid dearly, still paying for some of my disobedience. If you sow to the flesh, you will reap corruption of the flesh. If you sow to the spirit, you will reap life eternal. I am reaping in the flesh and the spirit alike. You will pay for the deeds done in this body. There are many dangers of not listening to others that will lead you straight to hell with a one-way ticket. Take heed. Listen to others around you. Don't take them at their word only. Watch their actions. Do their lifestyle match with what they are saying? What are those close to you saying about this women? What are those close to them saying about them? How do others respond in their presence? How do they treat others, their family, their friends? These are all the things I watch for now and pay attention to. It is not what he says to you only, but rather it is what he says to others about you that matter. I no longer desire secret words of affection that melt my heart. Bring me to the light and give me words of light. I am already in the secret place of the Most High. I don't need you there, and I need you to be open. A word for the wise, to be a wise at heart. And I'm going to end the chapter right there. Remember to get your books, people. We I'm reading from the Behind the Scene book series, value number 2. This is After the Pain, my relationship with men, having multiple encounters and no real intimacy. Talking about all the dangers I had by suffering in silence in my intimate relationship. We're going to read from this book one more time, and then we're moving along to value number 3. So remember, until we meet again, God gets the glory and I tell the story. Goodbye.